The Ridley Report.
Yeah. He's the Hillary guy.
Dave Ridley here, reporting in for RidleyReport.com.
All the traffic is coming from that way, too.
It's January 8th, 2008. And turnout is heavy at these polls. This is a Manchester poll, Ward 6. Most of the activists that you see here are the pro-life demonstrators, and there's the one Ron Paul supporter plus me about to get into a Wookiee costume, and then there are one, maybe two Ron Paul supporters up there at the polling place itself, the interior of the polling place. Not the interior, but just right outside the building. Dr. Paul, of course, supported by people on all sides of the abortion issue because they can sort of agree that the federal government shouldn't be forcing the states to set pro-abortion policies.
Lives depend on your vote. Please vote pro-life.
Anyway, so the pro-life folks here are with the Society for Truth and Justice, which is Randall Terry's organization. He's a pro-life, controversial pro-life activist. Well, now, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Ron Paul? You know, he's considered one of the most pro-life candidates. Are you going to support him?
I think Ron Paul is certainly in the running. I still got to look between him and probably Mike Huckabee. It's between those two for me, probably. So it's going to come down to the wire in my heart. But you know, I'm definitely with the supporters of Ron Paul. It's been very interesting because no matter what you say about Ron Paul, his supporters are a lot of fun.
There's a Ron Paul Revolution banner in the sky right now. Anyhow, just to reiterate the, let me turn up the light here. Just to reiterate, the Ron Paul supporters here are not really connected with the pro-life demonstrators, although some of them agree, some of them don't. I'm going to go ahead and sign off now and get my Wookiee costume on so I can be part of this activity here at this polling location. Polling activity is pretty heavy.
Don't want anybody standing in front of the church.
You're being audio recorded.
On the corner.
My understanding is that this is actually the right-of-way, and we have the ability to stand on the right-of-way. It's totally public property.
I'm understanding, but the rules are the city of Manchester, so that's what I drove by. So when the police officer here, unless you want trouble, I want you to move on the other side of the pole, please.
The other side of the pole?
Yeah,
Do you mean
right
like closer to the street, you mean? Closer to the street over here?
No, right there, right where that guy is. Stand all over there. We don't want any trouble. We don't want nobody to get
Well, now that's right away.
The church has to say. So you're going to give me...
No, we're not on church property, sir. I don't want to be on church property, but I'm not on church. What's your name, if I might ask?
Real Pinard, Alderman of Ward 6.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I intend no disrespect.
But listen, I have a job to do and I'm doing it.
Right, and that's why I'm not going to disobey any lawful order that you might give me, you know, like with private property. Okay, so what just happened is we had an alderman come over here and tell us we can't stand here, which is essentially, if you want to take a quick shot, Lisa, where we are. We're on the right-of-way here. In fact, we're almost on the street. We're so close to the right-of-way. We're on the other side of the sidewalk. So we're not actually in the street, but we're like right on the edge of the sidewalk. So we're not on any private property. He's really just wanting he's wanting us to go to a different part of the right-of-way. And I don't see any indication that he has the authority to do that, or that any official would have that authority under these circumstances. But anyway, we'll just see what happens. Actually, he says he's going to call the police, so we'll see if they come by, and we'll talk to them if they come by. Okay, that situation resolved itself, and I'll explain a little bit about it later. I just want to get a few shots of myself here at this spot. It's getting dark now, and as you can see, I've got my Ron Paul sign lit. I am, of course, in my Wookiee outfit, and I've got my "Don't Tread on Me" sign. Or my "Don't Tread on Me" flag, waving it around. Can't really take very good pictures of myself right now. Dusk closing in on the polling place in Ward 6 of Manchester. Lisa's still out there, the gal you saw earlier in the video, waving her New Hampshire flag. A police officer dropped by roughly 30 minutes ago, probably because he was called in by the Alderman, who of course was kind of acting beyond his authority, getting a little authoritarian there. The cop was very nice. I didn't even bother making a call to 411. I had my phone out ready to make the Porcupine 411 call, but didn't find that necessary. He was very cool and didn't even, he just told me some things we're not supposed to do, but he didn't try to stop me from standing here. Anyway, we'll see what happens next. This edition of the Ridley Report is brought to you by The Ridley Report.